Where are we going?
We're gonna go climbing today. It's a big day.
It's been amazing, you know, I grew up with you guys. Being from the Midwest, it's kind of a really cool thing to get. You know, we're all family men now. We're all doing, you know, reasonable with our careers, and it's really cool to have you guys come out to my home wall, which is basically also Will on there. So, and then having my kids climb in front of you guys. It's my little heart's on the wall, so you guys are stoked seeing it. I love it. It's my favorite thing in the world, so it's an honor for you guys to be out here. Caught that shit like, I caught that, they're like, whoa! Fat butt. Yeah, my mom, who was a big, you know, I grew up with a single mother, and she was a big influence in my life. Even like skateboarding and just trying to get out and travel, and she took me to South Dakota, the Needles. There's really not too much in Iowa, so when I saw the Needles, it just blew my mind, and just went on a little bouldering, camping, or like this coach kind of taught me some moves, and I just fell in love with it, and then I just started kind of getting into it and looking into it, and that's when I came across, you know, Waco tanks and Red Rocks, and the guide invited me to Red Rocks when I was a junior, and so I went out there, and then I ended up going to Waco, and that's when I met Chris and Obi and all those guys, and it just blew my mind, and just traveling and got me out of Iowa, and just different people and different points. I loved everything about it. It's just kind of a way of life. So anyways, that got me out, and I went to I ended up trying to go out to Colorado for college, and I was just out there working, and it helps me. There's just so many aspects of it. I mean, even down to my children right now, there's so much fear involved, and problem solving, and just knowing your whole body, and just being creative, and the flow, and just the way my body moves and how I feel. It's amazing. So. But then, yeah, after that, I just kind of traveled around the world in Tibet and France and Italy, and I just traveled all around the world, and it's just climbing, and it just had that lifestyle where I could just live out of my backpack. I could put my whole life on my back and live that way, just simple and be outdoors.
Where do you think your path would have went?
You know, I was really, man, if I wasn't rock climbing, I don't know. I just think it found me and blessed me, and that's what I fell in love with. So I was really into hockey, and I broke my femur. That was like gonna be I loved it. And then climbing was skateboarding's always been there, but too big to skateboard too, you know what I mean? Like, it was just, there's a certain point where you just hit this plateau, and you just like, you fall, and it hurt, and it hurt, and it hurt, and so that's why I love doing ramp. Street was just brutal on me. But I don't know, climbing, I wouldn't want to be in that situation. I want to climb. But, you know, production if they think you're going to go rock climbing and do these big falls and, you know, in the hundreds of millions of dollars, they're going to get bummed out. So they kind of frown upon it, but when I get home and I'm done, yeah, I mean, we got to climb always out of Joshua Tree and Bishop, and, you know, love Vegas, and there's so much climbing in Southern California but I love being outdoors. That's the whole point. But I love building this because it's just, I mean, you guys are here under the tree, kind of make that front was actually off of like mandala. I always wanted to have that prow, that kind of turn. That was like my inspiration for the front of this, and then just having a wave wall, you know, like a really beautiful wave wall.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Cool. So do you skateboard with the kids too, and how does that relate to climbing and skating?
I think it's you know, it's kind of the whole thing. You got the crew, you know, you session something, you all get together, you support each other. It's very much a style. Everyone can do the same trick, but it's that swagger and the style to it, and you know, everyone. It kind of set me apart when I was growing up in Iowa. Everyone's kind of football, or you know, it was just like this set way. When I was skateboarding, I just look at architecture differently. You know what I mean? Like, you just look at stairs and handrails, and you just get creative with nature outdoors, which is the same thing with climbing. You and I are going to climb something totally different. I mean, same rock, but to send it, you know, I'm 6'4", you're, you know, whatever, 5'3". So a giant Oompa Loompa, they're two totally different styles. So it's just kind of like, they're really expressive individual sports that, you know, I think they have this like really crew. It comes with culture and music, and I don't know, surfing's the same kind of thing, you know. I look upon climbing to keep me focused and humble and rooted. I really feel like, even preparing for a role right now, I'm preparing for a role where I have to lose a lot of weight, and it's really hard for me to like do a workout and like do something for vanity, you know, like I got to look this certain way. Where some people are really good with that, and they can set a core, like they have to, it's whatever you really love to get you there. But for me, climbing it gets me there. I can set it, like I want to do this route, so I prepare and I diet and I do whatever I have to do to be able to hit this climb. So that's what fuels me, and it makes me happy. You know, I travel the world with my kids doing it, and I watch them. It's just like watching my hearts climb on the wall, and they love it. That's like the biggest honor you could have. And it's when your kids do something you love, you get to do it together and travel the world doing it. I like them watching me fall and fail, and that's the other thing too, is like, you got to. And my son is so passionate, and he'll get pretty upset if he doesn't send him. Like, it's not, you know, he wants to impress me and stuff like that, but I just want him to. In anything you do, you got to fail. You got to fail a lot to be great.